You're listening to the Cyberwire Network, powered by N2K.
And now, a word from our sponsor, SpyCloud, the cybercrime analytics leader. SpyCloud disrupts cybercrime by telling you what criminals know about your business and your customers, so you can take action to prevent ransomware, session hijacking, account takeover, and online fraud. SpyCloud constantly recaptures and analyzes new data from the criminal underground, including credentials, session cookies, and PII siphoned from malware-infected devices. With knowledge of the specific exposed data criminals have in hand from InfoStealer malware on managed and unmanaged devices, security teams can respond with a more efficient and effective process called post-infection remediation that fits seamlessly into existing incident response frameworks. Get SpyCloud's post-infection remediation guide outlining the 7 steps for preventing a malware infection from becoming a full-blown ransomware incident. Visit spycloud.com/cyberwire. That's spycloud.com/cyberwire. And we thank SpyCloud for sponsoring our show.
Hi, I'm Ann Johnson. I'm the Corporate Vice President of Cybersecurity Business Development at Microsoft. My family would tell you from the time I was very young, I was going to be a lawyer. And I went to undergraduate, and I ended up with a degree, a dual major in communication and political science with a minor in history, all with the intent of going to law school. I wanted to understand, how the world worked, but I also wanted to make sure I could speak effectively. And somewhere over that summer, I just decided I didn't want to be a lawyer, which was like a shock to everyone. Honestly, I said, you know what, I can go work. The magical, I can go work and then I'll go back to school. So I moved to Los Angeles because I thought there would be greater career opportunity there, and I really didn't have any idea what I was going to do. So I ended up in technology fairly accidentally, and I've never left, by the way. I walked into at the time there were computer stores in like retail malls, and they were hiring a floor salesperson. And I said, well, I know I can talk to people, and I know something about personal computers because I've used one. So I'm sure I can do this job. And literally that is how the career started. So from there, I realized that I had a deep technical aptitude for technology, and I did not go back to formal education, but I took every course and every certification that was available to me, did some like Cisco certifications and IBM certifications and Microsoft certifications so that I could learn the technology. Then I went on, ultimately ended up in cybersecurity because I became fascinated with public and private key infrastructure with PKI. So I actually started my cybersecurity career as a PKI architect and specialist. And from there, it just grew as I learned all of the different things and ultimately ended up spending 14 years at RSA Security. I get up every day and get to solve some of the world's hardest problems, and they don't even know they're being solved, right? I work with a team of brilliant professionals. We're solving some of the world's hardest problems. We're helping make things as straightforward as their online banking transactions safe, right? Everyone can kind of understand that analogy. When I talk about online banking transactions, or I talk about you have your ATM card, it has a PIN. Well, we're doing that for all of your online type transactions, whether you're shopping online, you're banking online. We're trying to just make the world safer. A lot of cybersecurity folks like me love to mentor talent that wants to come into the industry. I'll give you one example. Every year I personally sponsor 5 people to attend Black Hat. And I try to look at folks that are new in the industry or career changing or diverse from some diverse background or transitioning from U.S. military. I have people, come to me and apply, and then I choose based on those criteria. So find a good mentor. Attend, SANS training, Black Hat, the RSA conference. Try to attend the experiences. And cybersecurity is a really broad and vast field. So decide what is interesting to you, right? And you should develop, you should have a lot of different fundamental knowledge, but develop some type of expertise, whether it's, secure coding, whether it's anti-fraud, whether it's identity, but decide what it is you want to do, and then work with a mentor or work with the entities that you're getting training from to really develop a career path via training. I hope that the impact I have had in the industry is to do a few things. Number one, bring more diversity to the industry. And like I talked about, diversity is a broad spectrum. It's not just the man and woman type of diversity, but people from different backgrounds, educational backgrounds, socioeconomic backgrounds, global backgrounds. Number one, that's what I want to be known for. Number two, bringing a human aspect to cybersecurity. Cybersecurity can be a very insular industry. I hope that, the work that I've been doing in just changing the language of cybersecurity over the past 18 months is something that will have a long-term impact. And the final thing I would say is that really, truly being empathetic to the end user experience. So truly changing the culture of the industry and being one of those change agents for the industry and developing tools that are easier to use, easier to consume is one of my big objectives. And that's really, if I put it in those three dimensions, if I can accomplish those things, I will feel like I've had an impact and a legacy that's worthwhile.
Now, a word from our sponsor, the Johns Hopkins University Information Security Institute, currently seeking qualified applicants for its innovative Master of Science in Security Informatics degree program. Study alongside world-class interdisciplinary experts and gain unparalleled educational, research, and professional experience in information security and assurance. Interested U.S. citizens should consider the National Science Foundation's CyberCore Scholarship for Service program, which covers tuition and a $6,000 annual professional development allowance, as well as providing a $37,000 additional annual stipend. Apply for the scholarship and the fall semester by March 1st. Learn more at cs.jhu.edu/MSSI.